Third down and 20.
We are going to be doing a tier list on the best drafting NFL teams. We said like since 2005, right, Steed? Like somewhere around there?
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to be doing a tier list for all the best drafting teams. So for those who don't know, S is the best, all the way down to D, which is the worst. We're going to try and like place them in an order. So we'll just get started here. Not much else needs to be said. The Seahawks. For me, Steed, Seahawks are S tier, right? They have to be with the success that they've had.
Same for me, easily. I mean, you get players like Russell Wilson, legacy of Boom, like all those players.
The legacy, the Legion of Boom.
The Legion of Boom, sorry. I mean, dude, I still give Dan Quinn all the credit for those players.
Yeah, just looking at their draft classes, dude, it's, recently I can understand that it's been a little bit shaky, their past couple. I mean, and saying a little bit of shaky, they picked up DK Metcalf in 2019.
Late round pick and Chris Carson too. I think.
Yeah, Chris Carson was 2017. So yeah, not all their first round picks. They picked Trey Flowers in the 5th round of 2018. I know you're not a huge Trey Flowers guy, but dude, as a 5th round pick, that's a good pick for the 5th round. And then obviously,
like, a good pick.
Dude, you pick up Bobby Wagner and Russell Wilson back to back in 2012, round 2 and 3. That is insane. Like,
yeah,
there's
you just
so
get
many
automatically
good picks.
2 Hall of Famers and just 2 picks. It's crazy.
Like, they honestly might as well just trade their first rounders for like 3rd to 5th rounders. They're insane. Richard Sherman, the 5th, 2011. I mean, Earl Thomas in the 1st round, pick 14 in 2010 is a great pick. Golden Tate in the 2nd. Cam Chancellor in the 5th. Like, dude, holy crap. The amount of drafts. I'm not sure there's going to be a team on this list that beats the Seahawks. Brandon Mebane, 3rd round in 2007. Lofa Tatupu in the 2nd round of 2005. It's just like, it feels like every single draft there's some sort of value pick that the Seahawks had. There's only, like, they really haven't had a draft where they have useless players throughout, other than 2013, I guess. 2013, they had a pretty crap draft. But other than that, it's unreal.
It was a big part of them making the playoffs every year. Yeah.
All right, so let's go into the Miami Dolphins. Where do you have the Miami Dolphins? I'm interested.
Dude, they were kind of crappy for a while. Like, it seems like they're getting on the trend. Like, maybe for the 2020 and beyond, they could be in that S tier. I think I'd put them in the C tier, the 4th tier,
to be honest, I think you're being a little generous. I had him as a D tier. I'll put him in there for now. If you can convince me to put him in C tier, I'll put him in C tier. Dude, I look at these drafts, dude. 2005, you pick up Ronnie Brown at the 2nd overall pick. Like, he was a good player. Don't get me wrong. He put up over 5,000 yards rushing, but like,
true.
2nd overall pick. Did he really live up to 2nd overall pick hype? I'm going to argue not really. I mean, he was good. Like, he had some great seasons. Don't get me wrong. Like, he went to a Pro Bowl. But for the 2nd overall, like, if you were to grade all the other 2nd overall picks, I feel like he's nowhere near the top. Like, you just look at all these drafts. 2006, garbage draft. Just no one relevant. 2007, like, the good players. Ted Ginn Jr. at pick 9. Like, he was all right. He's still relevant, but he was never. He didn't make a single Pro Bowl or have a single All-Pro. Paul Solia, I'll give him credit in the 4th round, is a good pick. He had a good career. Samson Satili, all right. Jake Long in 2008, pick 1. Okay, pretty good. Still not, you're ranking pick 1s of all time. Jake Long is not near the top. Vontae Davis had a good career at pick 25 in 2009, but not for you guys. He had a good career for the Colts. And, same thing, Ryan Tannehill, playing really well for the Titans. Like, it just seems
it's true, dude. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, they're D. You changed my mind. I was like maybe they're friend C, but yeah, dude, they've been horrible.
I mean, I'll give you credit. Recently, I think they've had some better picks. You know, Jarvis Landry in 2014. I know he's not on the Dolphins, but he gave you some really good years on the Dolphins. I mean, Devontae Parker, I guess. Jay
Him
Ajayi was
likely,
a
yeah.
good pick in the fifth round.
Yeah.
Like 2015, you had a good draft. Bobby McCain and Jay Ajayi in the fifth. Devontae Parker in the first. Jordan Phillips in the second. Like, but half of these guys aren't playing for you anymore. More than half. 2016, good draft. Laramie Tunsil, Xavier Howard, Kenyon Drake, back to back to back. You pick up Jakeem Grant as well as a sixth round kind of a guy, but these guys, Laramie Tunsil's not your team. Kenyon Drake's not your team. Xavier Howard's a beast. I love Xavier Howard. That's probably
Yeah.
been their
Yeah.
best draft pick this entire time. But like Minka Fitzpatrick, great player, all pro, not your
the
team.
team.
Mike Gesicki is a good player. I don't know, like, and in the recent drafts, it's just too little years to really tell.
Mhm.
I mean, for all we know, last year, Tua, there's been some up and down with that. Austin Jackson, I think, is all right. Noah Igbenogany's been kind of meh. Robert Hunt's been good, and Raekwon Davis has been good. I'll give him that. So their last year's draft is looking all right. Christian Wilkins looks like a pretty good player from 2019, but it's like, and Miles Gaskin seems to be a decent pickup in the seventh, but I don't think it's enough for me. They had like this stretch from, I think it was like 2013 to 2007 where they don't have like a single relevant player really that played for them at least. Like,
Yeah, just picked a pile of crap.
so if we're just talking about talent overall, maybe we can move them up to C tier. But in terms of like everything, you draft a
Yeah.
player and how much success they had for you, I think it's easily D tier. Jacksonville Jaguars. This is like another example of like they had a stretch of really good picks, but all these players
Yeah, the
don't
first one
play
comes
for
to
you
mind.
anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still put them in the D. Like Jalen Ramsey was a good pick. Like Bortles did get you to a AFC Championship, and I mean, he was out the next year. Jalen Ramsey's not there anymore.
But the thing, if we're
Calais
doing it since
Campbell,
if we're doing it since 2005, we got to remember, like, Maurice Jones-Drew and Mercedes
Maurice
Lewis
Jones
in
was good.
2006, great picks. Those are two really good picks. Khalif Barnes in 2005 in the second round as a tackle was pretty good. Um, Gerald Sensabaugh as a D-back is all right. Like, serviceable player for a fifth-round pick. That's a good pick. What's
Mhm.
Reggie Nelson in the first? He went to 2 Pro Bowls, pretty decent. Let's see, dude. Oh, geez, 2008 is garbage. 2009 is pretty garbage. Um, 2010 Tyson Alualu is good, but he was a bust until he went to Pittsburgh, basically. 2011 is garbage. You pick up Blaine Gabbert. 2012 was also pretty garbage.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
you pick up Justin Blackman, who's a great player, but he couldn't stay on the field, so it's a bad pick. Pick two, like 2013, another garbage draft. You pick up Luke Jokel at pick 2. 2014's decent, but you pick Blake Bortles. There's so many first round misses for this team. It's terrible. I think you're right. Like, they just have to be D tier. I could understand with the recent draft success
It's
because
just
if
not
you look
enough.
at if you look at what draft is it? There's a draft they had that was ridiculous. Oh yeah, here it is. 2016. Jalen Ramsey, Miles Jack, Yannick Ngagwe, back to back to back is ridiculous. Because of that, you can
Yeah, that's
argue that they
solid.
are at the bottom of C tier. And like, they pick up DJ Chark recently. Josh Allen looks all right. Gardner Minshew's a good sixth round pick. They had a bunch of draft picks this year that may pan out. Guys like CJ Henderson, Chison, Chenault, um, even Colin Johnson has had some decent plays here and there, but it's like, I think you're right. I don't know, because MJD in 2006 is really good. Nah, they're D tier. We'll put them above the Dolphins, but they're still D tier. They're close to C tier though.
Yeah.
Um, All right, man, we are really going through the bottom of the barrel here. How about the Lions? What do you have the Lions at?
Dude, I feel like they're a fringe team too, but I think like they had enough to make it into that little seed here, you know? Like let's see. So it's like '05, right? I mean,
Calvin
the guy
Johnson,
Calvin
unbelievable
Johnson in
pick.
'07,
Matt
and
Stafford's
then
been a good pick.
Stafford in '08. They had Gronk's brother in the seventh row. Did in
Ndamukong Suh.
2010. Nick Fairley, like he was played a
He's a
decent
bust.
bit.
Right. The
Clean,
thing
but
is, I will give the Lions credit is that they've at least hit on a decent amount of their first round picks. They tend to for some reason release them. And they you'll at least get a little bit of service out of them. And the other problem is they really just don't have many late round gems. Like Quandre Diggs is a great late round gem for the Seahawks right now. Like,
I have 2013 Theo Riddick in the 6th round. That's not terrible.
2016 you have Ashawn Robinson, another guy he's nothing crazy, but he's a good football player for the Rams. I'll put the Lions in C tier, probably the bottom of C tier, just because I feel like they've had similar draft success to these other teams. But if you look at some of their top tier players, Calvin Johnson, Hall of Famer. Matt Stafford, while he may not be a Hall of Famer, really, really good quarterback. Darius Slay in the 2nd round is a good pick. Kyle Van Noy, 2nd round, good pick. Quandre Diggs in the 6th, good pick.
And
Sean
recently,
Robinson
like
in the 2nd.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay in the 3rd in 2017.
Frank Ragnow is a good first round pick, it looks like. TJ Hawkinson, a good first round pick. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, they haven't had the later round success. Like, you look at the Seahawks, right? That's why they're S tier. They half their sick players are just later round guys, but at least
Eric Ebron.
Yeah, but even Eric Ebron, like, yes, he was a bust, but it's not like he's out of the NFL level bust, right? And then you look at this year, DeAndre Swift, Okuda, Okwara, decent. You pick up Quintez Cephas in the 5th, who might be all right. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll put him at the bottom C tier. All right, let's go with the Texans. Oh, geez. The Texans. I honestly have no idea where to put the Texans.
Yeah, dude, we are really getting into the bad teams.
Let's see. 2005. Their 2005 draft class was dog shit. 2006, you pick up Mario Williams, pick 1. Pretty good pick. You pick up Eric Winston in the 3rd round. It's a good pick. Owen Daniels. D'Amico Ryans is a linebacker. These are all serviceable players. 2007, pretty dog shit. Jacoby Jones in the 3rd, all right. Duane Brown in 2008 is a first round pick. 26 is really good. He's still playing for him, I'm pretty sure. Brian Cushing and Connor Barwin in 2009 is pretty decent, serviceable players. Glover Quinn in the 4th is a good pick. Kareem Jackson. Like, okay, J.J. Watt in 2011 is sick with Brooks Reed in the 2nd, too. Yeah, Whitney Merce. To be honest, they've had a lot more draft success than I would have thought. DJ Swearinger and DeAndre Hopkins in 2013. Jadeveon Clowney in 2014. Yeah, he was pick 1, but he's still a good player. He's not a complete bust. Bernard McKinney, 2015. Will Fuller, 2016, with Nick Martin and DJ Reader in the 5th. Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Dude, like, I think that the Texans, I'll slot them in B tier. They could be A tier, though, to be honest.
They've had a lot of good picks.
They've had a lot of good picks. I think that their management has been bad. You traded D-Hop for nothing. But in terms of picking players, man, like, there have been a lot of really good picks for this team. You know what? You think they should be A tier?
You see, like, if we're just doing it based off drafts, like, you could put them like that fringe. It's just that they never had truly too much team success.
Yeah, but they may have drafted 2 Hall of Famers.
Yeah. I'd put him in. What am I?
Because
They're
let's
evil.
just assume for now that DeAndre Hopkins ends up becoming a Hall of Famer. I mean, I don't think he's a shoe-in, but the guy's got 3 first-team All-Pros. Like, it's not like
Mhm.
Diop isn't an unreal player. The guy's got 10,000 yards. Like, and then J.J. Watt has been one of the most dominant defensive players we've ever seen in his prime. Like, I'll put him A tier. Indianapolis Colts. What are we thinking
Just
about the
taking a
Colts
look at
here?
them. Trying to get them to go all the way back to
So since we're doing
2005.
since 2005, we don't get Peyton Manning, but we do get Andrew Luck. Now, it's not like Andrew Luck was he's a first overall pick. It's not like it's anything crazy.
Mhm.
Um so 2005 pretty dog shit. 2006 is a good draft. Antoine Bethea in the 6th round, Joseph Adai, Tim Jennings, Charlie Johnson, like pretty damn good draft. 2007 pretty dog shit. 2008, you pick up Pierre Garcon in the 6th. That's a good pick. Nothing really crazy there. 2009, pretty dog shit. 2010, Jerry Hughes. That's a good pick. 2011, Anthony Costanzo. 2012 is a great draft.
Okay.
T.Y. Hilton and Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's nice.
2013 might be one of the worst drafts I've ever seen.
Oh man, that is rough. Justice
2014, pretty
Cunningham.
crap. Man, the Colts are a lot worse than I thought. I mean, recently, I think they've had some good drafts.
Mhm.
You look like 2018, Quentin Nelson, Darius Leonard back to back. You pick up Nyheim Hines. Really solid players. 2019, I really like Rocket Sin. Bobby Okereke has been very solid for them. And then this year, Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman were solid contributors. I think recently it's been good. I think I may have
It's
to put
just
him
like
C tier.
overall. Yeah, I do that.
Maybe even D tier, dude. This is rough. Like, dude,
They're
this
lucky they
stretch.
had Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck all those years to make them relevant.
Yeah,
Plus, I
for
defeated
real.
Gisallings.
See, that's part of the problem is that if you go back before 2005, they would be much better. Like if you look
Mhm.
at their drafts like 1998 to 2004, it's sick. They drafted multiple Hall of Famers. But our cutoff was 2005. And since 2005, it's been pretty crap. Not going to lie. It's been
Yeah,
pretty
it's not been
crap.
good.
So are they bottom
Gotten
C
better
tier or D
recently.
tier?
Dude, I kind of
I'm putting them D tier, dude. I'm putting them.
they're just it's just hasn't been it.
Are they above or below the Dolphins?
And they got to be above the Dolphins now,
All right.
I would think.
We're
Just
being a
based
little
off
harsh on
talent.
them, but like, I'm not going to give you too much credit for drafting Andrew Luck at 1. That's not a crazy pick.
Yeah, just like Trevor Lawrence coming out of this year, we all knew he was going number 1. I mean,
All right, let's go with the Chargers. What do we think with the Chargers here? Draft
take a
success. So you pick up Merriman, Vincent Jackson, Louis Castillo, Darren Sproles in 2005. That is a holy crap. They've had some great drafts. Then 2006, Antonio Cromartie, Marcus McNeil. Like, dude, holy crap. Eric Weddle, 2007 in the 2nd.
mhm.
2008, pretty crap. 2009, Louis Vasquez, pretty damn good guard. I mean, he made an All Pro and a Pro Bowl, 7 years in the league. Cam Thomas, 20 in the 2010 draft in the 5th
In
round.
2010.
I mean, that 2010 draft is crap. I mean, Ryan Matthews has to be a bust at pick 12, right? I was
Yeah,
confusing Cam
easily.
Thomas with someone else. I don't know why. Corey Luge at 2011, Marcus Gilchrist. Melvin Ingram is a great pick in 2012. 2013, you pick up Keenan Allen in the 3rd. Jason Verrett,
Fantastic.
while he has kind of been a bust for the Chargers, really turned it on this year for the 49ers. Melvin Gordon, Denzel
Melvin
Perryman,
Gordon.
2015. Joey Bosa, great pick. I mean, it's pick 3, but still. Hunter Henry as well.
Derek Watt.
2017, nothing crazy. Desmond King's a good pick. Just a solid draft in 2017. Nothing, and then Derwin James, I think, is a great pick. We can all say, just hasn't really been on the field. Kaiser White, I'm pretty sure they've gotten some decent usage out of. And then you got the recent class and Herbert too. This Chargers team, I think I'm going to put them A tier. I think they even may be above the Texans. You could make an argument they're low S tier. This is some nasty drafts.
And they had some good teams too.
So what are you thinking? Top of A tier, low S tier?
I think we got to put them top of A tier.
All right, we'll put them top of A tier. What about the Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs are easily in S, right?
Let me see what they did around in the older age. Because, yeah, you're right. Like, recently, they've just been destroying the draft. I mean,
like, I feel like Patrick Mahomes
kind of win. Like,
I feel like that could just easily just carry him to S tier because, you do anything with Patrick Mahomes.
Derek Johnson in pick 15, 2005 is a great pick. Tamba Hawley, Bernard Pollard, Dwayne Bowe, Brandon Flowers, Jamal Charles in the third was disgusting. Brandon Carr in the fifth. Eric Berry, great pick. Yeah, they're looking pretty S tier to me. They really don't have a ton of missed drafts.
Like Don Terry Poe and
they're S tier. They're S tier. That's easy.
Kelsey in the third round. Like, are you kidding me? D Ford. I mean, D Ford.
Tyreek Hill in the fifth. I think we may even put him above. Who do we have? The Seahawks or the Chiefs at 1?
Dude, that's tough because, oh man, I think I would put the Chiefs above the Seahawks.
All right, I'll do it. Just because I think the Seahawks are definitely being carried by like that Super Bowl run of drafting, but I will give the slight edge to the Chiefs because of recency bias.
Yeah.
I'll give them a slight edge. What about the Giants? What are you thinking about the Giants?
Let's check the Giants out. New York.
Okay, so Justin Tuck in the third round and Brandon Jacobs in the fourth. Corey Webster. So 2005, good draft. 2006, Matthias Kiwanuka and Barry Cofield. All right. I mean, 2007 would have been pretty crap, but you pick up Ahmad Bradshaw in the 7th round, which kind of saves the draft a little bit. Steve Smith, he had a couple decent years. He made a Pro Bowl, which is very surprising, but he kind of fell off a cliff. 2008, pretty crap. 2009, Akeem Hicks was all right. Will Beatty, all right.
Will Beatty played decent.
2010, though, is sick. Linval Joseph and Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Prince Amukamara was Justin Pugh and Jonathan Hankins. Odell was a good pick. Weston Richburg is all right. Devin Kennard. Eric Flowers was so bad for them. Landon Collins is good, though. This is like average, I'd say.
Yeah, I think I mean, Evan Ingram, like lately.
I think that, you've had some good players. I think for the most part, it's been pretty average. They didn't have a ton of, bad draft classes. They had a couple, but it's not like they had any insane ones either. They had a couple like pretty high end ones, but nothing insane. I think we can slot them like decent middle of the park. What about the Eagles? Eagles are a team. It's like, okay, early on in from 2005 to probably like 2013, 2014 is probably going to be pretty sick. But I mean, lately we're basically an Eagles podcast, so we kind of know what's been happening with them lately.
Yeah, true. We know their drafts haven't been good lately, but
dude, Trent Cole in the 5th round of 2005 is nice. 2006 is kind of just meh. 2007 is pretty crap.
Kevin Cobb.
Yeah, Kevin Cobb. You took Brent Selleck in the 5th. That's a good pick. Deshaun
Yeah,
Jackson in the 2nd is
D-Jax.
great.
Yeah.
And King Dunlap in the 7th is a nice pickup. Dude,
Good
Macklin
steal.
and Shady in 2009, that's a great pickup for your skill players. Brandon Graham. I mean, I feel like Brandon Graham is, for the most part, lived up to the 13th pick. I think you'd
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some
He's
guys
had a
that
good
might
career.
say he's a little here and there. Jason Kelsey in the 6th is insane.
Yeah, that's just
Fletcher
that's unfair.
Cox, great first round pick. I mean, Nick Foles in the 3rd,
Won
pretty
you a
good.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, Michael Kendricks and Vinnie Curry, 2 serviceable players. Lane Johnson at pick 4 is
Zach
really nice.
Ertz.
Zach Ertz. 2014 was really shit.
That's rough right there.
20, yeah, I mean, we kind of just know the story from like 2014 on. You know, the only really good picks you've had have been Carson Wentz and Miles Sanders since. So I feel like if they were to continue their success from early on, we could definitely put them A tier. I feel like they're low B tier though. You could argue they're high. I just feel like recently kills it, dude. You have a 6-year stretch of like 2 good players.
Yeah, they've been struggling. I think they're B tier.
But I'm not going to deny the fact that like guys like Jason Kelsey, who could easily be a Hall of Famer in the 6th round, Fletcher Cox, Lane Johnson, like I understand, you know, Fletcher Cox and Lane Johnson, they were first round picks and pretty high picks at that, but they are so good. Like all pro level players that you have to give them credit, you know? Even though they're high first round picks, they're still really talented all pro level players. Let's go with the Titans.
And yeah,
You have
this
anything
one
else you want to say on the Eagles? Anything you want to put them above the Giants?
I think I'd throw them on top of the Giants, man. Like
All right, let's do it.
that Jason
You don't gotta
Kelsey
convince
pick
me.
at 6 in the 6th round is just dirty.
All right, what about the Tennessee Titans? What are you thinking on them?
Let's take a look at them. Really trying to. I mean, Vince Young in 2006.
The thing is, though, is that like when Vince Young was good, it was him playing for the Titans. Though, to be fair, he's still a bust for pick 3, but he made Pro Bowls playing for the Titans. And in that 2006 draft class, dude, Cortland Finnegan as a 7th round pick is sick. Stephen Tulloch as a 4th round pick is great. Like, dude, 2007, Michael Griffin. 2005, oh, Pac-Man Jones.
Oh man, I miss him.
I mean, he was kind of bad for the Titans, but he ended up turning it around. I mean, he was just like such a shithead.
Dude, I mean, 2009 class is pretty good.
Michael Roos into that. What's going on in 2009? Kenny Britt the Tit?
Yeah, Kenny Britt, Jared Cook, Jason McCourty.
Jason McCourty in the 6th is really nice. Yeah, you see CJ2K in 2008.
Yeah, 2008. He was nasty.
Have they had a Jurrell Casey in 2011 in the 3rd round? Great pick. You know, have they had just a crap draft? Okay, 2013 is pretty shit. And I guess 2015.
You know, Bleedy Way Wilson?
So 2015 is the Marcus Mariota draft. You know, Marcus Mariota, definitely a bust for the number 2 pick. Had some, you know, he's not
won a playoff game, though.
Garbage player. He's still in the NFL. Yeah, he won a play. He's just not the number 2 overall pick franchise quarterback. Hey, 2016 is a great class. You pick up Kevin Byard, Derrick Henry, and Jack Conklin. And then recently you've had some pretty good picks, like A.J. Brown in the 2nd is looking like a great pick. Rashawn Evans, Harold Landry, 2018, 1 and 2 is pretty good. Like, for me, the Titans, I feel like they're low A tier. Maybe even above the Texans.
I really, especially their talent lately, it's just been.
Do we have them above the Chargers?
No, I wouldn't put them above the Chargers.
I think
I
there's
don't
an
know.
argument though.
Yeah, there is. I think you could go either or.
So my
Um,
problem with the Titans compared to the Chargers is that if you look at the Titans' first round picks, they have whiffed on a ton of first round picks, but they save themselves with like later round picks kind of filling in, right?
yeah,
I think the Chargers is kind of the opposite. Like they mainly recently they've kind of like been hitting on their first round picks, but then the later round picks haven't been as good. So I'm going to put the Chargers above for now. I think the main X factor is that the Chargers drafted Herbert this past year, which recency bias or not, you look at the Titans, they've whiffed on every quarterback they've drafted
yeah.
since 2000. They've drafted 3 in the first round. They've whiffed on every single one. So I have to give it to the Chargers. Now we got the Bucks. I'm pretty sure the Bucks are going to be towards the very low end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't done crap.
They literally had Tom Brady come in and save their franchise. And they've drafted like very recently, the past handful of drafts, like 2019, 2020, 2018 have been good.
Yeah.
But this is since 2005. And since 2005,
Cadillac
okay,
Williams.
yeah, 2005, pretty dog crap. 2006, yeah, David Joseph is all right. Like he's a pretty good player. I'll give him that. Not a bad pick. Um, 2007 is terrible. 2008, you pick up Aqib Talib, Jeremy Zuda. All right. Geno Hayes in the six is decent. Gave you some quality time. It's just like they are lacking those really top quality picks, a lot of them. From
Yeah,
like 2005 until like what? 2012 when they take Levante David. I mean, I guess Gerald McCoy in 2010.
yeah.
I mean,
Gerald
now he's
McCoy is
fallen
pretty
off a
good.
cliff.
Luke Stalker in the 4th round, 2011.
Like they've had some decent picks, especially recently. Is it too crap?
Mark Barron.
Is D tier too harsh, or are they C tier?
Dude, I think they're D tier.
You think so? The thing is
Dude,
though is that we put the Lions in C tier because they drafted some potential Hall of Famers. Mike Evans is probably, I guess not probably.
Mike
I don't
Evans is
know.
gonna be a Hall.
He's
Mike
like
Evans
he's
will.
like their best receiver in franchise history, right?
Yeah, he's
And
gonna be a
then
Hall of Famer.
recently Tristan Wirfs is looking great. Antoine Winfield's looking great. Devin White
Devin
is a
White.
stud. Vita Vea, I really like. Like Chris Godwin in the third is a good pick. Like they have really upgraded their drafts recently to I think I want to put them low C tier
Yeah, we can.
because these players are still on their team. It's not like what we said for the Jaguars where they drafted good players but they're not on their team. Like a
Mm-mm.
lot of the players that they drafted that are good are on their team, but they are still crap. Like they have so many bad picks. Oh my! 2012 Mark Barron, Doug Martin back to back is rough. I mean, I guess Doug Martin was all right. I'm gonna put him low C tier. You know what? I'm even putting him above the Lions because I think they've had some better picks than the Lions.
I think that's fair.
The
Yeah.
Browns.
Especially recently, like, oh come on now. I think the Browns have like one really, really good class, and we all know that's that 2018 class. And plus, Miles Garrett's been a good pick, but like, I mean, that's recently though, and we know how bad they've been.
So
I
I
mean,
will try to convince you on the Browns right here. All right, because yeah, a lot of the Browns
dude, Joe
picks have been crap.
Thomas.
I think the big problem with the Browns is like the Titans in that they just missed on their first round picks and had dog crap coaches. Dude, just hear it out real quick. Hear it out. Braylon Edwards and Brodney Poole in 2005. Decent. All
Mm-hmm.
right. It's all right. Braylon Edwards is pretty damn good. Made a Pro Bowl. DeQuell Jackson in the second round in 2006 with Cameron Wimbley. Decent player. Joe Thomas in 2007, Hall of Fame left
Yeah,
tackle,
Hall
6
of Fame,
All Pros.
easily.
2008 is pretty crap. I guess
Alex
Ataiba
Mack.
Rubin, Alex Mack, great center, top center in his time. Joe Hayden, one of the top corners. Jabal Sheard in 2011. I'm just kind of going chronologically here. I mean, Mitchell Schwartz, second round of 2012. You missed in your first round picks in Whedon and Richardson.
And
That's
Richardson.
trash.
That's terrible.
That hurts. But at least you kind of saw Joel Batonio, 2014. I mean, Barkevis Mingo was definitely not worth the 6th overall pick, but I thought he had some decent time here and there. 2015, Danny Shelton isn't terrible. Duke Johnson is relevant. Cameron Irving, 2016 is really trash. Joe Schobert's all right. But, dude, to be completely honest, and then obviously you have the past couple classes. Jedrick Wills might be the best tackle in the class. Sion Takitaki, 3rd round in 2019, has been very good this season. Baker Mayfield, Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb in 2018 is unreal. And then Myles Garrett, Jabril Peppers. David Njoku's actually been pretty good this year. Larry Ogunjobi's been serviceable. So, like, dude, to be completely honest, I think the Browns are the top of C tier, which may shock a lot of people.
I mean, dude, Joe Thomas and Alex Mack, those are just two that they absolutely hit on right there, Beast O line. And I think you have to. I mean, there's not much difference between the Bucks and the Lions.
Dude, you can argue the Browns are bottom B tier. I'll keep them C tier for now just because they whiffed on a bunch of first round picks earlier on. Like Corey Coleman, Danny Shelton, Justin Gilbert, Johnny Manziel, Barkevis Mingo, Trent Richardson, Brandon Whedon, Phil Taylor. Like, oh my God, that stretch is brutal of missing on first round picks. All right, Steed, I'll let you do this one. What about the Falcons?
S tier, dude. Come on. Dude, the Falcons, let's do a little in-depth dive with the Falcons because I think I would have them like towards that second tier. I mean, off the top of my head, you got 2 Hall of Famers, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, right?
Whoa, you're saying Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer?
Why isn't he? Why? Because no Super Bowl?
Roddy White is pretty good. He made a bunch of Pro Bowls and All Pro 2005.
Oh yeah, Roddy White
pick.
was.
Justin Blalock in 2007 is decent for the second round. Matt Ryan, obviously, good pick. And Curtis Lofton in 2008. 2009
Harry
is pretty
Douglas
crap.
had pretty decent role.
Julio will probably be a Hall of Famer. I'll give you that.
I mean, dude, come on. We live in a day and age where we think Eli's a Hall of Famer and Matt Ryan's not.
So where are you putting him? Are you putting him B tier?
Yeah, I'd put him in B tier. Like, look, I mean, you really start. Yeah, did we have some shitty classes? Yeah, we did. Look at 2012. That class will go down as one of the worst classes of all time in Falcons history. But then you go 2013, 2013, you look at Trufant, Robert Alford, I mean, played huge roles in that Super Bowl run, even though Trufant was hurt, but Trufant was a good Falcon for a while. Kamal Ishmael, he played decent. Jake Matthews has been that tackle ever since. I mean, 6th pick, was there better players than him? Yeah, but for just getting something out of him. Devontae Freeman, the 4th round, we got great use out of Devontae. Ricardo Allen in the 5th round. I mean, he's been to a Pro Bowl. 2015, your only good pick was Grady Jarrett, the 5th round in 2015.
Yeah.
And then you got Tevin Coleman, Vic Beasley, and Jalen Collins. Terrible. Yeah, I understand that. 2016, Keanu, Dion, Austin Hooper, Devondre Campbell, Wes Schweitzer, all good players. And then, 2017, you get into the crap. You start going Tech, Duke Riley, Sean Harlow, who played 1 game, KZ was good. KZ's been good. He's a starter. Brian Hill sucks. I hate him. Ridley,
Dude, chill.
Gage in the sixth round, 2018.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah, listen, I think the Falcon. I'll give the Falcons B tier, especially because they haven't whiffed on. They have whiffed on first round picks, but they have also really hit on a couple. They've had enough late round steals. Excuse me. I think recently they have struggled a little bit, but I don't think it's because of their drafting. I put the Saints in S tier. Uh,
Yeah, easily.
you know, I think part of the reason I'm not putting him top of S tier is the Seahawks and the Chiefs have absolutely demolished drafted. B, a couple of these really good players they drafted aren't playing for them anymore. But let's just highlight it. Jari Evans in the fourth round of 2006 is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Jermon Bushrod, the fourth round of 2007. Malcolm Jenkins, Jimmy Graham in the third. Mark Ingram, Cameron Jordan, 2 first round picks,
Yeah.
great picks. Akeem Hicks in the third in 2012.
Jesus.
Teron Armstead in 2013 in the third round. Kenny Stills in the fifth. Vaccaro in the first that year. Brandon Cooks in the first. Not everyone's a stud, but they're so consistent. Andres Pete in the first in 2015. Michael Thomas in the second of 2016.
Yeah,
And Von Bell too. It's just, and then, recently too, Alvin Kamara, 2017, third round. Ryan Ramczyk, first round of 2017. Great picks. Marshawn Lattimore, too, in the first round. It's just so many good picks year after year after year. And then, some of these recent picks, it's a little too early to tell with some of them. I really like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, but I'll put a bottom of S tier. Vikings. The Kings of Viking.
Yeah, with the Vikings. Looking back at 2005, CJ Mosley in the sixth round was a great pick. What was a good pick, I think. I mean, of course, AP in 2007, a top 10 running back of all time.
You got Chad
carries
Greenway in 2006, too. AP, he's a Hall of Famer.
Brian Robinson.
John Sullivan, the sixth in 2008's pretty good pick. 2009, nothing crazy. Percy Harvin and Phil Lodeholt. People think of Percy Harvin kind of as a bust, but it's not like he made a Pro Bowl. Everson Griffin in the fourth of 2010 is great. Kyle Rudolph in 2011 is good. Harrison Smith 2012 in the end of the first round is really nice. Matt Khalil is all right. Xavier Rhodes in 2013, the first round's great. They do have a lot of whiffs though, especially at quarterback. Oh man,
yeah,
they have so many good. Dude, 2015 is insane. Eric Kendricks in the second, Danielle Hunter in the third, Stephon Diggs in the fifth.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. 2016 is bad with Laquan Treadwell.
I think I can. Are we confident enough to put him over the? No, I don't want to put him over. What are you thinking? High B tier, low A tier?
I think high B.
Yeah, I think because they whiffed on quarterbacks and Laquan Treadwell and stuff and Trey Waynes, some of their first round whiffs have been whiffs,
Yeah,
but dude, even this year, their draft is looking pretty good. I mean, they had an army of picks.
Hey, you see the 18 picks they had. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that.
I'm sorry, I'm putting them low A tier. I have to. No, I'll put them B tier. Screw it. They're so close to A tier. All right, the Bungles.
Dude.
The Cincinnati Bengals, they're much better drafters than you would think. That you would think off rip. I think they've had some decent success. Just I got to look at it now. 2005 is a terrible draft. Andrew Whitworth, dude, 2006 is sick. Jonathan Joseph, Andrew Whitworth, Domata Pecco. and even Frosty Rucker is all right.
Yeah,
Leon
that's
Hall,
nice.
2007. 2008 is
Oh yeah.
terrible. Keith Rivers, R.I.P. Keith Rivers. He got destroyed by Hines Ward, I remember, in his rookie year. Andre Smith, pretty decent tackle. Like Ray Maluga, Michael Johnson had some decent years. Um,
Kevin Huba.
Carlos Dunlap and Geno Atkins in
Yeah,
2010.
that's pretty nice.
Andy Dalton, I think for a second round pick, an early second round pick, is a good pick. Like a very
AJ
good pick.
Green.
You got Clint Bowling as well. Kevin Zeitler in 2012. Mohamed Sanu as well. Marvin Jones. I like these drafts, to be honest. Like they've had some really bad whiffs. Don't get me wrong. You know, I think a couple that come to mind are like John Ross, right? You picked him ninth and he's trash.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I think they've had a couple. They've had some good picks. I think I'll put him in B tier, low B tier.
Yeah,
What are you thinking
John
about that?
Ross. I'm fine with that. I can deal with that. They're just not like Dolphins bad level.
You know, the real question is like, did they have that sick pick though? Actually,
I mean, I guess AJ Green would have been that sick pick for him, but he just got hurt. Plus, he
I'm
was
putting
like a
him
hot
C
pick.
tier. Are we putting him above or below? We got to put him above the Browns. They just haven't whiffed as much.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I think the problem is with the Bengals is they've had some good picks. Whitworth may go down as a Hall of Famer. I think he's the one that's got a good shot. Him and AJ Green, but like, it's close. I'm gonna put him high C tier though. What about the Broncos?
well, just thinking about some good players around the board.
I mean, Von Miller. You
Yeah,
pick up Von Miller.
but he was.
Wait, does this show up on the screen? No, it doesn't. What are you thinking about the Broncos here, boss?
I'm taking a look at their.
They've had some decent recent drafts. 2018, Bradley Chubb, Cortland Sutton. 2019, Noah Fant, Dalton Reisner, and Drew Lock. Jury's kind of out on him. This last year, it's too early to tell with guys like Judy and whatnot. 2016 is so rough. Paxton Lynch, and that. Oh my god,
that was Paxton Lynch year.
2015 is a rough draft.
Way that's so bad.
Holy crap! They have 2013 to 2017 is 2016 has just been so rough. Justin Simmons is great though. Justin Simmons in the third round, I didn't see that, is a great pick. He's one of the most underrated safeties in the league right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. You got
Von Miller at pick 2, but
yeah, that's just he went pick. That was the same
Tim
year
Tebow, no Sean Moreno, Ryan Clady, good. Jay Cutler. Oh, Brandon Morris was a good pick. All right, 2006 is pretty good. I don't know. It's like realistically, we can't put him above C tier, can we?
I don't think you can.
I think I put him above the Bucks.
Yeah. You're right, just through that one little stretch from I think it's
too rough. You can't miss.
just,
you can't completely whiff in 4 years in a row and expect to be above average. Packers S tier. I think I even put them above the Saints.
Yeah,
there's no question. They've had 1 or 2 years of iffy drafts, if that. I don't even think we need to go into it. They've had so many studs.
Yeah, that's easy.
They're a team that has had so much success, and up until recently, we're just a strictly build through the draft kind of a team. All right, what about the Bears?
Let's see here for the Bears.
So recently, I think they've had some good drafts. Aside, even in that Mitchell Trubisky draft, you pick up Eddie Jackson and Tariq Cohen in the 4th round. That's great.
We got Roquan.
Yeah,
You
Roquan.
know,
2005.
David Montgomery looks like a good pick.
Devin Hester in 2006. I classified that as a Hall of Fame returner.
Yeah, true.
Greg Olson 2007. 2008 you pick up Matt Forte in the second. 2009 is trash. 2010 is trash. Granted, your highest pick was a third rounder in both those years. 2011 is
2011 is not that.
trash. That's a rough stretch right there.
Balshon in the second.
And then 2015 is pretty trash. So, you know, I
Dude,
want to put him
Kevin
in C
White.
tier, but to be honest, I think I might put him very low B tier just because of this, right? Even though years in 2010 and 2009 they had bad drafts, they didn't have any good picks. Like if you look at the other drafts where they have actual picks, they only have a handful of misses. And you look at recently, it's been pretty sick. Like Adrian Amos in the 5th round, great pick. Kyle Fuller in the 1st, great pick. Charles Leno in the 7th is a really nice pick. Like I think that they've had no, I'll put him C tier. There's no way I can argue him B tier. What do you think? Above or below the Browns?
I'd put him above the Browns, I think.
All right, what about the Bengals?
The Bengals. Oh, above the Bengals? Yeah.
All right, so they'll be at the top of C tier. All right, what about the Panthers?
Oh, the Thurs?
The Thurs.
I mean, dude, you're kicking off 2005. You get Thomas Davis, you know?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so beast. Dude, D'Angelo Williams in 2006. Yeah, 27th pick, but I mean, he played in the league for a good amount for a running back.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to find. Okay, so dude, even 2009 in a crap class where they didn't have a first round pick, Captain Monerlin as a 7th round pick is nice. Yeah, they just look like a team that. I mean, you picked Jimmy Clausen in round 2, which is a crap pick, but then you followed up with Cam Newton, Luke Kuechly. Dude, this is some good drafts.
2012, Josh Norman in the 5th round. I mean, a little bit of time, Josh Norman was like a top 3 corner.
Dude, they really don't have a bad draft. I think we have to put him A tier. I'll even put him above. I'll put him above the Titans. Even honestly, they may be top of A tier. There's some good drafting. I think that some of the longevity of the players has hurt him a little bit. Like the fact of the matter is that Cam Newton isn't what he once was. You don't have Luke Kuechly. But dude, other than that, like McCaffrey's a great pick. Like they have so many good picks. They really haven't come out of a draft saying everyone here is useless. They have at least had a useful player in every draft. Like and kind of like an above average in terms of usefulness, right?
Yeah.
Raiders, I have to imagine the Raiders are going to be somewhere around the bottom.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be. Let's take a look at them.
2005,
Raiders.
pretty crap. 2006, pretty crap. I mean, some all right players, but nothing crazy. Then Jamarcus Russell, nice.
You hit on that one.
Darren McPherson. Oh my God, they have to be at the bottom. Oh my God. Like 2014 is good.
Hayward Bay.
Yeah, they're the bottom. I'm sorry. There's just no way. I don't care what they've done recently. I don't care. It's so bad.
Yeah, 2014 was probably their best class, you know, picking up Khalil Mack and Derek Carr.
All right, what about the Washington football team, aka the Redskins?
Ooh, well, The one pick that comes off the top of my head is Kirk Cousins in like what the third round.
It's 2005, all right. 2006 and 2007, Ronald Landry was good, made a Pro Bowl. 2008 is terrible, but they didn't have a first. Arakpo 2009, Trent Williams, great pick in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Kerrigan 2011. Kirk Cousins RG3, Alfred Morris in 2012. That's a good draft. 2013, and I mean Jordan Reed, I think had a lot of potential, but we all kind of know what happened with him. Chris Thompson, decent pick. They also didn't have a first. Same thing in 2014. Morgan Moses is pretty good, and Rashad Breeland is all right. Trent Murphy, he didn't have a first. Brandon Sheriff, Preston Smith, pretty damn good. Jameson Crowder. I think the Washington football team is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean Jonathan Allen.
I think I'll put him bottom B tier. I think it's just
like that.
Standard average. They haven't whiffed a whole lot. I think one of their problems is that they don't, other than maybe Chase Young as of right now, they don't have like that stud that they've drafted necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've had like Trent Williams was a beast. I think that he's the one that comes to mind that's close, even though he doesn't have a first team All Pro. But like, regardless, I think that they've been pretty darn stinking average. What about the Cardinals? Getting towards the end here.
What do the Cardinals have?
I think recently they've done pretty well. I mean, like the past two classes. Antrell Roll is a great pick. 2006 is bad. Calais Campbell in 2008 is a great pick.
Yeah, that's nice.
Patrick Peterson in 2011.
Yeah, that's got to be like the
Tyrann Mathieu in the third round of 2013. Dude, they've had some good picks. John Brown, David Johnson, Buda Baker, Josh Rosen. I think they're right around the Washington football team. Are we putting them above or below?
Dude, I think
I'll put them above because you want to know what? They hit a quarterback.
Yeah, I think they got Kyler Murray.
The Bills. I may have to put him S tier just because they did draft Marshawn Lynch, and he is just a national treasure. I mean, you hit Josh Allen, which is an unbelievable pick. You hit Trey White, Robert Woods, Stephon Gilmore. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, Marshawn Lynch there. Early on, it's rough. Paul Posluszny was good, though. 2007 was good.
Marcel Darius?
It's like until 2012, the drafts were really weak for them, which is going to hurt them a little bit. I feel like we have to put them B tier. I may also put them above the Washington football team just because of their recent success and the fact that they picked a quarterback.
Yeah.
Cowboys have got to be A or S tier. Where do you want to put the Bills? Where do you think we should put the Bills?
I think you should put them B tier. I mean, dude, their recent drafts have just been so good.
Honestly, I think I'm going to put the Cardinals over the Giants and Falcons. I think, and even over the Eagles. I think, dude, the Cardinals have had some nice drafts. I think we were underrating the Cardinals a little bit. And the Bills are like the anti-Eagles, right? Recently they've been good, but in the first part they had success. The Eagles, first part from like 2005 to 2013 they had success, and then recently they've been bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is fine for now. Cowboys, they have to be A or S tier. I have to imagine they hit on like all their first round picks. It seems like
Yeah, if I can.
Um. So, oh yeah, Demarcus Ware in 2000. Dude, the 2005 class is nice. 2006 is pretty crap. 2007, Doug Free, Anthony Spencer. 2008, eh. Wow, 2009 is terrible.
They didn't even have a first. Their first pick was in the 3rd round.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even
that's
so,
awful.
it's like they drafted negative relevant players. 2010 was good though. Des Bryant, Sean Lee,
Yeah, that's nice.
Tyron Smith, DeMarco Murray,
Beast.
2011. 2012, you kind of whiffed a little bit. Morris Claiborne with the 6th pick. Tyron Crawford at 81. DN has been all right. Travis Frederick, 2013, great pick. I remember they got a lot of crap for that pick too. Zach Martin, good pick in 2014 with DeMarcus Lawrence in the 2nd.
Yeah. Ooh,
Even Hitchens is a good pick in the 4th. Byron Jones the next year in the
Byron.
1st. Zeke and Dak. That's such a sick class. Like that middle stretch, I think has to put him in. Are they S tier though? Are they the top of A tier or are they S tier?
I think I would have them the top of A tier. Like they're
I'll put them in
very
the top of A tier.
borderline. You can make a. I could see the argument for S tier. Like recently too. Like their drafts have just been pretty insane.
You know, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here and probably put the Jets pretty low.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I can't imagine. I haven't looked at the Jets yet, but I can't imagine. Actually, I don't know. Maybe because now I'm thinking about it, the Jets, they could have been all right. All right, what about the Rams? Um, dude, they picked up Fitzmagic in 2005 in the 7th round. That is the best pick of all time. 2006 was terrible. 2007 was terrible. 2008, you pick up Chris Long at 2. So I think that's kind of an underwhelming pick, too, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Man, the Rams have been crap. Robert Quinn is good. 2012 was all right. Janoris Jenkins, Brockers, Tremaine Johnson. I've seen. Okay, you picked up Aaron Donald in 2014, one of the best defensive players. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's gonna be your.
So yeah, from 2014 on, it's been all right. I mean, all right. They haven't had a 1st round pick in ages.
Yeah, they keep on trading away for those elite players. Like
It's working though.
yeah, it's nice. I mean, I trade away a lot too. For
It's like,
Jalen
how
Ramsey.
much credit are we going to give him for Todd Gurley, Aaron Donald, and their recent success? Because before that, it's pretty crap. Like, do we instantly throw them around? Like, I think it's kind of like the Broncos. I think I'll put them under the Broncos.
I like that. I think that's a fair place for them. 49ers has to be good. Like they have to be. I feel like they got to be A tier. You know, I'm just thinking about the 49ers. Like maybe they had some rough years.
Let's see. I'll
Like
throw
in
them in A tier
between.
for now. So
I mean,
recently, we
we can
know they've
dive
had
in.
success. Oh my God!
Back
Recently, they're insane. Yeah, but dude, 2005, Alex Smith, Frank Gore, 2 great picks.
yeah.
Then the next year, Vernon
Yeah.
Davis,
Vernon
Delaney
Davis.
Walker, Patrick Will. Okay, yeah, I think they're S tier, honestly.
Yeah.
Joe
Holy
Staley,
hell!
Patrick Willis, even Deshaun Goldson. I mean, he had multiple Pro Bowls. Michael Crabtree, while he never went to a Pro Bowl or an All Pro, still a solid player. Mike Iupati and
Till he's
Navarro
put on Richard
Bowman, 2
Sherman.
All Pros. Alden Smith, another guy's got an All Pros. Colin Kaepernick.
Cap took him to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're S tier. I think they may even be above the Saints. They're around the Packers, I think. Patriots, I'm gonna put them S tier for now, just because I can't imagine. Even though we're not including Brady, if you look at the Patriots draft success, it is still absurd, that early period.
Mhm.
So many good players. Recently it has been kind of rough, which may bump them. I think it may bump them down to right before the Cowboys. Like Logan Mankins, Hall of Fame caliber player. Matt Castle in the 7th round is still a great pick too.
Yeah.
2006, nothing crazy. Brandon Merriweather, great pick in 2007. Gerard Mayo in 2008. 2009, you pick up Edelman, Sebastian Vollmer, and Patrick Chung.
That's nice. That's a good
2010,
class.
you pick up McCourty and Gronk. Solder, 2011, and Marcus Cannon.
Wait, you forgot about Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, yeah, that was a good pick too. Hightower, Chandler Jones, Jamie Collins next. Dude, the real question is, how much are we knocking him for the recent years? Like, I feel like we have to put him below the Cowboys if it's since 2005.
I mean, I like it right there. You got to remember a huge part of their success was because they had Tom Brady too. I mean,
All
some
right,
good picks. I mean, yeah. I like Ravens. I would go ahead and put them in S tier too somewhere.
yeah, I imagine they're going to be S tier. They've had some disgustingly good picks. Now, I'm pretty sure we're both before Reed and Lewis. So, like, 2005 was pretty crap. Oh, Haloti Nada, Chris Chester, good Ben Grubbs, and Marshall Yonda. Holy crap, these are good picks. Flacco, Ray Rice. As much as Flacco is a meme, he's still good. Kruger, Michael Orr, Ladarius Webb, very serviceable. But 2010 was kind of crap. Jimmy Smith, Torrey Smith, Tyrod Taylor, Pernell McPhee, good players. Kaleki Osamele. My God, this team just breeds guards. Just offensive line. Kyle Juszczyk. What a beast. I mean, yeah, Ryan Jensen, Ricky Wagner, Brandon Williams, all good players. CJ Mosley, 2014. I mean, 2015, they had some bad picks, but they still pick up Zadarius Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Staley, one of the top tackles in the league right now. Marlon Humphrey, beast. Lamar Jackson, Orlando Brown, Mark Andrews, sick class in 2018. Yeah, they have to be S tier. I think they may even be above the Saints.
Niners. Yeah,
Do we put them above?
Saints.
I think they may be above the Niners too.
I think I put them.
I'm not
above
sure
the
they're above the
Niners.
Packers. I don't know. I don't think I can put them above the Packers though.
I'm
I
not
think it's
putting
a
them
little
above
too
the
tough.
Tigers. Yeah.
All right, my Pittsburgh Steelers. I want
D.
you to say where you'd pick them. Okay, screw you, buddy.
D tier. I would put the Steelers. I really need to look at your later picks, but I think Gart S tier.
I have to imagine there's so many good picks from like this time period.
Yeah.
Like there's been a couple busty kind of classes, but for the most part, we've been pretty damn good. Yeah, you got to put us S tier. I'd put us above the Saints. I think above the Niners. I think we'd be below the Ravens though slightly. We'd be right around the Ravens. Damn, dude, 2017 was so disgusting, that draft class. All right, and the Jets, the final team, the New York Jets.
Let's see what they got in year 2005. Mike Nugent. All right.
This is rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Darrelle Revis in 2007.
They've had good picks. So from like 2007 honestly, like early on from 2005 to like 2012, 2013 was really good. And then recently, he's just been so trash. I actually think.
Oh my.
Um,
Jamal Adams.
I think I'm gonna put him above the Washington football team. I'm actually gonna put him B tier, lower B tier. I think that's where you have to put
I
him.
think that's fair for him.
Just because they had
Yeah, I
so
think
many
that's fair for him.
sick picks early on, like you can't just discount that. Like Nick Mangle, DeBrickashaw Ferguson, Darrell Revis, um, a lot of serviceable players. Muhammad Wilkerson, Tamario Davis, Sheldon Richardson. You know, that and they got him to 2 AFC championships. But
Yeah.
that's gonna do it for the tier list. You got anything you want to move real quick? Anything you don't like?
No, I think these are fair. I mean, I'd like to see the Falcons in S tier, but that's beyond my ability.
I'm the
just
one
talking
with
in
the
general.
mouse.